And we are live. This is MRI Man Answers Your Questions Live, episode 7. We're going to answer some questions. See if anyone will get online this Sunday afternoon. We going live. Welcome to the show. Episode 7. The boards, you know, I think I prepared myself for the boards, the ART tests pretty well, man. I was just studying every day for like an hour. I think I studied like for a month before I took it, and I passed it with like man, I got like an 86 or something like that. Did pretty good on it. But if just studying every day, you'll be all right. Not that bad. I use MRIquiz.com a lot. Took their mock tests. Got into that testing mode. It is kind of intense when you go take your license test because they have like cameras on you, and you have to empty your pockets, and you can only use like their calculator or their pencil. You have scratch paper, and then you can't leave with that scratch paper, and it's like pretty intense. Everyone's all nervous when you go in there. You can tell who the people who pass because they're all happy after, and the ones that don't, they're all like, you can tell they failed when you're coming out. But yeah, as soon as you take that test right at the end, it tells you if you pass or not. It tells you your percentage, and it give you like a preliminary score. I think you do get something like 3 attempts. Like, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me still? My headphones died. Yeah, I think if you fail once, but then you gotta wait. There's like a waiting period. I think you probably have to wait like a month before you take it again. But I don't really know anyone who's failed it 3 times. I know people who fail it once and then they go take it again and they pass it. You just can't be like intimidated by the test. Don't let the test like intimidate you. Because at the end of the day, it's just a test, man. It's a long ass test. Whatever they give you, like 4 hours or something crazy. Hey, good morning, welcome. Um, just test. Just take it serious, because it is your career, and you don't want to just be, you know, pushing it over. Just take it serious. I see a lot of people go through the school and, you know, oh, you're in the RAD program, CT versus MRI. Um, I'm always gonna choose. Both of them are really good. Um, CT. I worked in an imaging center and worked next to CT, and I see what they do and I see their day. They're a lot busier than us. You're gonna scan hello patients for sure, so you are working physically harder. They do get a lot of contrast reactions because they inject iodine, people throwing up in there. So it's a little dirtier. You got to do like these barium enemas where they got to like put contrast into someone's rectum, and it's just like it can get a little dirty sometimes. A lot more sick people you're scanning. Um, I talked to them. I talked to people who've done both, and they said that CT could be pretty easy. Just like you don't have to, because you don't have to angle and do angles like an MRI. It's a lot of angles and slices and a lot of parameters. It's cool to learn both. If I mean, if you have the opportunity to do both, do both. Do learn as much as you can. One of the, you are dealing with radiation. I don't know if you're scared of that, getting radiation. I don't know. Stuff is killing us. Everything's killing us every day. But you just got to be smart. I seen CT techs scan, like press scan and then turn the machine on, and they're standing next to the machine, trying to inject, so they're getting radiated. So I don't know. I wouldn't do that. Just be safe when you're scanning. Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with like a little bit more third-year exams, as I call them. But CT ain't a bad look. I just think X-ray is just a waste of time, and like X-ray techs don't get paid that good, and they do a lot of work physically. Um, got into like this debate with this like older dude. He's probably like in his late 50s, and he like, I guess he assists like people in pet. I don't know, and we're getting in this whole debate or whatever, and he's like, "You guys an MRI?" Well, first of all, this guy was mad that I told him that I don't know. He just started talking to me, and he was mad that I did a MRI program, where it was just 2 years. He was all like butthurt about that. He's like, back in my day, I went to school for 4 years, and I had to do this and that, and you only did 2 years. And I was like, yeah, times have changed, man. Like, if I want to just do MRI, why can't I just go to school for MRI? MRI and X-ray are freaking way different. And then he's like, well, X-ray is harder. I'm like, look, what are you talking about? Like, X-ray, yeah. Physically, X-ray is harder, probably. Mentally, MRI is going to be harder, dude. Like, there's more parameters you got to deal with, and we don't just scan bones. And like, X-ray is mostly just what? Bones and like, lungs, that kind of stuff. And it's like, you get an MRI, you're looking at tiny muscles and different organs and stuff like that. It's like, it's different, man. It's more complicated. You get a lot of crazy orders, and you got to inject contrast and post processing. So yeah, but this guy was trying to go off on me, man. I was like, I'm not gonna debate you. Like, and I've worked with people who've done everything, and they'll tell me like, X-ray is like, could be really easy, like learning X-ray. I even shot a few X-rays without a license just for fun, and you know, whatever. I mean, MRI could be easy too. Like, you get used to it, and you can have easy days where you're just doing routine stuff. Cool. At least you admit it. I'm not trying to like downplay anyone's career, but like, dude, just be honest. Like, if it's easy, just, okay, just say it's easy to do. I mean, yeah, you gotta position patients. Okay, I understand, but don't act like, you know, X-ray is some complicated thing. I'm not hating on X-ray or anything. Like, every modality has its reason. But he was like, MRI is nothing. MRI is way easier, and blah blah blah. And I was just like, man, whatever. This guy, yeah, trying to get loud. I just see it. I was just telling him like, well, X-ray, don't you guys like, you shoot with the large field of view, and you just gotta pop, pop, you know. Yeah, the boards could be the hardest thing. I've seen techs, people train in MR, and they like this one tech that I knew. This person was a CT and MR, and they had to take the MRART, which was like, I don't know, it's like required now to have an MRART or whatever license, unless like you were grandfathered in back in the day, and they failed it, and they never took it again. Like, I don't know what happened. This person wasn't studying enough, in my opinion. Just didn't take it serious. Kind of thought it was easy because they thought the job was easy, and they had the job down. They were real good, but then when it came to the book stuff, they failed. And you know, I don't know, man. Schools and licenses and boards. I don't know, dude. I feel like it's all a business, and I feel like MR, the most important thing is safety. You know, we got to have MR safety in that sense. You know, we got to be safe. I don't know why you got to know the physics of MR, and you know, I don't know. I don't know why it's all that's required. But yeah, you got to know a lot of anatomy. But certain things in there, like on the boards test, I'm like, why the fuck do we have to know how to like the formula for scan time and magnet strength? It's like, why do we even have to know that? Like, if you ask somebody that's been doing it for 5 years to give them the formula of scan time, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, they're gonna be like, get out of here. If you ask them what K space is and how, you know, they're gonna be like, dude, you know, you just gotta know the anatomy, MRI safety, that kind of thing, because those are the most important things, that your patient is safe and you're scanning the right thing. It's something you just got to get past, man, the stupid boards. And then I think we got to take it in another, I don't know if it's 15 years we got to retake the test or some crap like that. I don't know. Online bachelor in medical imaging sciences. But, and you're going to use that you're trying to get it like a bachelor's in addition to what you're doing, like the rad tech, just add it to that kind of thing. um I don't know, like people talk about bachelors, this and that, and it's like, I don't know, I don't know if it would really like, how would having a bachelor as an MRI tech, like how could that help you? I guess you could move into like management or something like that with the bachelors. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Don. Like, it could be a waste of money, you know? Like, some people don't even have, I mean, I think you need at least an AA. Like, you know, that looks good. But some people don't even have that. Like, bachelor is probably just not required yet. Maybe down the line, you know, 5, 6 years later, they're gonna be like, all right, you guys need bachelor. I don't know. I really don't know. But don't go and throw your money out there, man. If it's like 40 grand, 30 grand, 20 grand, it's like, I don't know, man. You might want to like relax on that. I thought about that too, because my school is gonna offer I think they already offer a bachelor. They're like, oh, just give us 20 more grand, you can get your bachelor's online. I'm like, all right, cool. What am I gonna do with that? If I tell my company now, hey, I got a bachelor's, they're gonna be like, okay, bachelor of what? Science? Yeah, and they're gonna be like, okay. Like, I don't know. If I go back to school, it's gonna have to be for to make more money. Like, it's gonna have to benefit me, you know. Okay, maybe there's an imaging specialist place. They're like, hey, we want our tech. I've kind of seen it rarely, like for this cardiac place. It said that they wanted their techs to have a bachelor, but most places they're not gonna ask, and they'll be like, oh, that like. There's a guy I work with. He has a bachelor, MRI tech guy, and you know, I mean, I'm making more than him now, and he's because he's at an imaging center. I'm at a hospital, so it's like, mm, I mean, I thought about getting it. I'm thinking about getting it. I don't know, man, into management, radiology management, but it just seems stressful. You got to drive a lot. I probably won't do it for a while. That'll probably be down the road in my career, probably after like 5, 6 years. I don't know. I feel like I got to keep scanning and just get good at this because I only been doing it 2 years and I want to master it. If I get into management, I'm gonna lose all my skills. And then what if I don't like management? Yeah, it's gonna help your resume. It'll help. It'll help. Yeah, I mean, find out what your managers have. You know, see what kind of degrees they have. See what kind of stuff they have. You know, what if they want you to have management classes or I don't know. Because like my my manager, she's going to school to get her freaking doctrine. I don't know, I forgot MD. I forgot what the hell she said, but it's in like business or something. I don't know. And she's like tired of scanning. She's been doing it a long time and blah, blah, blah. Um, Hospital will do like 13 patients from 7:30 to like 4. They need to just come up with a better system there. I mean, we can probably be knocking out a little more than that, 20. If they just like had a better system, it just takes forever to get the patients there, and they could add another shift too, like a later shift. They can scan more, but I don't know. That's at the busy hospital I work at, and then I work at a slow hospital that does 5 or 6 a day, which is freaking. It's cool, but it's kind of gets boring. It gets boring, and then I feel like my skills are going away a little bit. But I don't know. They're paying me, so I'm gonna keep coming. From what I see, like radiology managers or MRI managers, they travel to like, and where I work, they travel to like different imaging centers that the company owns, and they make sure that they talk to doctors, see if the protocols are good. They add protocols. They kind of help order supplies, get you what you need, make sure everybody has their licenses, daily huddles, meetings, safety awareness. It seems like they just go to meetings meetings on the phone. I don't know. Seems like what they do. I mean, the company I work for, the manager does have to drive to different regions. I don't know. I mean, they're on a salary. I don't know. They're talking about making me a supervisor, which is basically just being an assistant to them, doing all the stuff they don't want to do. So I'm like, I don't know if I would even accept that. Like, I don't know. It would have to be worth it. I don't know if I want to drive that much. But if you could move up, and then, because I think the top dogs, they work from home a lot. Yeah, I have 2 jobs. I work 2 different hospitals, 3 days at the slow hospital on a mobile, and then I work 2 days at a busier hospital. And I work 5 days now, which I miss having 4 10s, honestly, and the weekends off at the imaging center I was at. But they don't pay good, you know. Their pay isn't. It's okay, but I have kids. I have 2 kids, so I gotta feed them. And then the imaging center benefits, They're terrible. Like they wanted me to pay like $1,000 a month for like benefits for my family, which is like ridiculously high. And I don't know. I'm still like I'm still not contract. I'm still like active on their roster in the imaging center. Like if I ever want to pick up more days and work like crazy, I could. And if they ever decide to get better benefits and give me more pay, competitive pay, I'll go back. I'll probably go back. I mean, pros and cons. Imaging center, that imaging center was a lot closer to me too. I commute to work. I drive 45 minutes, uh, sometimes an hour. Oh man, the story of how I got an MRI is crazy. I was like basically just kicking it with one of my friends on his porch, and one of his friends rolled up. Or it was his cousin, and he's like, comes out and scrubs, and we're all in scrubs too. I was a phlebotomist, and he had a nice car, and he's like, "Yeah, what do you guys do?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a phlebotomist." He's like, "Really?" He's like, "You should go to check out this MRI school." I was like, I don't want to really be an X-ray tech. He's like, "No, it's MRI." And I was having all these excuses, like, "Well, I can't go to school every day, man. Like, I work every day, and it conflicts with my schedule. I have kids. He's like, man, there's Saturday classes online. You need to check it out. And this guy, um, he didn't. He was just like a cool dude, just average dude. He didn't seem like he was like a nerd or trying to like how people just try to act all smart and so all crazy. And he just seemed like pretty normal dude, down to earth. And I'm like, he like inspired me. Like he was like, and he was younger than me at the time, and I was like, wow, this guy's doing it. And if this guy, I was like, I just got inspired. He inspired me. I was like, if this guy can do it, I can do it. He was just kind of like, look, man, I did this. You could do it. And then I was supposed to sign up with my other friend. He didn't show up, but I just went for it, man, one day. And then my wife was like, I had like the weekends off at the time, and I wasn't doing shit. I was kind of just laying around, and my wife was like, "You're just gonna lay around all day?" And I was like, I just went out. I got up. As soon as she said that, I got up, got in my car, went to the school, signed up, and then like first day, I was nervous as hell and just scared, like, 'cause I hadn't been to school probably like 3 or 4 years, and I was like, "Fuck, am I capable of learning, passing tests?" And it was crazy. Dang, man. I probably should. I've never really been. I've been like a lead or whatever, a lead phlebotomist, which I was in charge of like probably like 6, 7 people. That was like my first leadership role, and like they said that I have a lot of leadership qualities, and they like talked about me moving up, and um, I'm getting a little older now, so I guess people are starting to like um, respect me more, and I'm more responsible at work. I take a lot of things serious. I don't goof off, and I'm not like doing stupid shit. So, as soon as I got into like phlebotomy, I kind of bullshitted a lot at work. We joked around and um, had a lot of fun. But once I got an MRI, I was like, all right, I can't be like joking around. Like when we were phlebotomists, I worked at a plasma center, which I got all kind of crazy stories working there. But like just with the patients are just like crazy over there. But we used to have a lot of fun and just talk shit, goof around, play pranks on each other, and just bullshit all day, and just like take long ass breaks, and people disappearing. I got an MRI. I'm like, dude, this is my career. I could have got fired a bunch of times as a phlebotomist, but the job I was at was like, it was a hostile environment too. Sometimes with the donors coming in, donate their plasma, and they sell it, and then they go buy drugs. Not everybody that donates plasma does that, but a lot of them did in there, man. It was crazy in LA, and these guys come from fucking everywhere, dude. Like they come from like Compton, South Central, like Pacoima, all these fucking ghettos across the ghettoest motherfuckers, man. Tats on the faces. People have brought guns in there. We ended up having to get armed security, just like. But you know, you respect people, they respect you back. I mean, phlebotomists would get into fights with donors. It was just crazy. I got out of there. Phlebotomy boards, MRI, way, man. I didn't even study for the phlebotomy freaking boards. I barely passed though. I got like a 76. I think the MRI boards are way harder, and the MRI boards are like, it's longer. The test is longer. Nah, you guys keep asking questions. It's cool. You're applying for the RAD program this fall. My goal is to have CT MRI under my belt. How do you get into intervention radiology? Hmm. I never. What is intervention radiology? Is that like what is that? Is that like fluoroscopy? I never did any of that. But yeah, good luck. You can do it. You're in Vegas. You're from Vegas, Joseph. Are you still living in Vegas? I freaking love Vegas, man. Vegas is freaking. That's like my second home. I like Vegas a lot. I don't know if I can live there because probably be like partying too much. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't know. But Vegas is cool because like there's like no taxes, right, or something. Oh, hey, in Vegas, have you heard of a place called Octapharma? It's like a plasma center where people sell blood. I worked for not that Octapharma, but I worked for them before. But yeah, if you're ever, have time, just go check out the Octapharma in Vegas. Just go in there. You don't have to donate. Just fucking check it out because I heard that fucking place is crazy too. Yeah, City Angels. Fucking phone. It's not charging. There it goes. There it goes. My phone was fucking tripping. New York, city of dreams. You got killed. It's hard to like say if things are oversaturated or not because like that's what they said. They always said whatever I was doing, people were like, "How are you going to do that? How are you going to get a job in LA, in California?" I'm just like, I don't know. You can find a job. Like it's so populated and people come and go. You just gotta like keep trying. You'll get in eventually. Like Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, people always freaking. It's like people are just scared to go for things. Hey, how's Chicago, man? I always hear like Chirac and all this crap. Chicago's crazy. I always hear like it's crazy out there and like it's like a war zone in some areas. Like I've never been there, but I want to go to Chicago. Like the good parts. Is there like what's the parts of Chicago? It's like, hey, don't go there. Don't drive on that street at this time. That's crazy, dude. Is it? Yeah, man. Chi-town. Kanye West. But I guess if you ain't in the streets like that, of course, shouldn't. You probably don't have. You don't have to worry about it, right? If you're just like avoid those areas, kind of like LA. You ain't hanging out some sketchy areas. Should be all right. But you gotta stay alert. I'm like right now. Yo. Inglewood, stay away. Shit. For sure, I want to go down there. What are they? What's like? What is Chicago known for? Like the deep dish pizza, Chicago deep dish or something like that. Yeah, that freaking pizza looks bomb. I've seen it on like TV and stuff. Like those definitely gotta go. Indeed. Oh, I saw this crazy movie yesterday. It's called Us by Keenan Peele. Man, that movie's crazy, man. It's a good movie. Gotta check it out. Yeah, I highly recommend that movie. Good movie. It's like I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's like one of those movies that again, man, makes you think. Like sparks all this conversation. And I like those. I like thrillers. You know, horror movies, that kind of stuff. Paranormal, pretty cool movie. If you graduate from a rad tech program, do you think, yeah, if you graduate from a rad tech program, do you think I will have an advantage when going to MR to CT? Yeah, I think you would. I think companies will see that you're a little like versatile, you know? Like, oh, we got a combination tech. He can do it all. For sure, it's gonna help you. I thought about being a nurse. Yeah, I did a little bit, but then I seen what nurses do, and I was just like, I'm not that kind of type of person, you know. I can't. I'm just being honest, you know. Like I can't. It's hard for me to treat other people and care for them like they're my own family. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like I just can't be wiping some random people's asses, and I just can't do it. And putting in catheters, and I know and like doing all that shit, literally shit. I just can't do it. Like I'm good with patients and caring for them and MR and understanding it, but like the nursing and like you basically have to like mother them, you know. And I can't do that. I can't. I just, you know, I feel like you have to be like almost like a mother or something as a nurse. Like you're like a mom to these people, because the good ones anyway. There's some evil ass nurses, but I've seen how they work, and they're basically like moms to the patients or mom dads to the patients. Can't do it. I'm just not. I'm not that. I can't. And nurses, I don't know. I feel like they make pretty good money too, but they work hella hard. The ones I've seen, like, they work hard, too hard, on their feet all the time, and got to give out medications. I give props to them, but just was not for me. And I almost did it just for the money. Like, I was like, oh, fucking nurse. And you can, like, there's hella nurse jobs, right? Like, but I was like, nah, this isn't really, it's not for me. Not for me. I respect nurses and their knowledge too. Like, nurses just like good nurses just know so much, like, about, like, pathology, and they're just so fucking educated, man. Like, they gotta have a lot of knowledge. So I ask them questions about things and they know it. Like, especially nurses have been doing a long time, which is freaking cool. Like, they're like a little, they're like a mobile Google. What is that? They're like a mobile person, WebMD, and whatever. Like, you can be asking them all these questions, they just know. So they're pretty cool. We need a lot of nurses. Like, but yeah, like LVN and all that. I was like, fuck that, dude. They're the ass wipers. Or CNAs, huh? They're like professional butt wipers. Like, literally. I was like, damn, somebody's got to do it. I had friends that were CNAs for a while, and they just couldn't do it anymore. Like, man, I can't wipe any more asses. They're working at retirement homes. I'm like, dude, I feel you. hmm And I know people have done it for the money, and they just couldn't hang in the hospital, and they end up working for like a retirement center, or um, I know this one guy that was working at the phlebotomy, what is it, the plasma center as a nurse there. Couldn't hang in the hospital. Couldn't hang. Too much stress. He's like, I'd rather be here just looking at people's veins and health screening them. I was like, dude, if you're gonna be a nurse, go fucking full throttle. But yeah, there's little pockets of nurse jobs that are super chill, probably. Like a school nurse, or like a, you know, some like a nurse for a little clinic where you don't really do shit. You're just there. There's probably those jobs, but shit. People just like ask people like, do you know what nurses really do in the hospital? And they want to go to school for nursing. I'm like, you should really see what they do in a hospital before you just hop into it. This is you dealing with some serious shit too. A lot of lives on the line. You got to make those calls. Because they're monitoring these patients. And if they don't get help or the right medication in time, because doctor can't watch everybody, right? So, pretty serious job. How much do excuse me if I'm eating a little bit here, but I'm kind of eating some food. But how much do you really think? How much do nurses really make? I don't know. Like, I never had like when I was at the plasma center or whatever. There was a nurse making like $29, but he wasn't really doing shit. But how much do nurses make in the hospital? Really? Like, how much does a nurse make? Do you guys know? Like, really? How much do they make? I don't know. They don't tell me. They're just like, I make good money. I'm like, I know you make good money, dude. But I try not to talk about money at work. I don't want to offend anybody. I like get into debates. 38 bucks. I wonder how much the OG nurses are making, like the 20 years, or like the head nurse or whatever. Then you have like a nurse practitioner, which is like almost like a doctor, right? I think they can write orders too, huh? But yeah, nurses seem to be doing pretty good. I mean, a lot of them talk about going on like vacations and shit, and they own houses, so that's cool. Just like, hey, how much is like rent in Chicago, like in a decent area? Like, how much is like a, let's say like a two-bedroom, 44? Okay. How much is like a two-bedroom in Chicago or two-bedroom in Vegas apartment in a decent neighborhood? Sounds about right. I think with overtime, nurses are gonna be hitting like at least 80. The higher wage ones probably hitting 100 because they can get overtime like crazy, right? Some of them can have other jobs. Then I think you can probably get paid more to be a travel nurse and sign contracts. 1,200 two bedrooms. Pretty good. 2 to 3 sounds right. Yep. LA is pretty high rent too. Like two-bedroom is, yeah, probably around, decent neighborhood is probably the same. Well, almost 2,000. Central Coast, it's cheaper, a little cheaper out here in the Central Coast, and then Northern California. Certain areas can be really cheap, but getting to Frisco, hella high. San Jose, hella high. But California is just, I don't know, hella freaking laws in California too. The gun laws. Like, I've been, I'm trying to like apply. Well, I'm trying to like get a gun. Um, trying to get like this rifle or whatever. And I was just reading about all these laws and stuff that they have, like new laws coming up in California, and it's like crazy, man. Oh, you're from San Jose? That's crazy. Yeah, I want to get this little 22 rifle just to like, I don't know, Go to a range, shoot. Then I'll probably get like a handgun or something. I used to have a revolver, like a 38, long time ago. Ended up selling it, but now I'm like, fuck, I don't have a gun. And then I don't know, probably just trying to do it something for fun, dude. Try new shit. Do that for a while. Yeah, San Jose is fuck hella expensive, dude. A lot of jobs over there, but it's like they pay you a lot, but then your rent's high. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do? So you decided when did you when did you move to Vegas then? Like, did you move like with your when you were a kid, or did you move like as an adult? You move. You're like, hey, we're going to Vegas. Like, that's crazy. Interesting. It's like in Vegas. It's like it's crazy. Like, there's so much things to do. So many things going on in Vegas. It's like it's insane. Seems like there'd be like hella jobs in Vegas too. Just like not just MRI, just in general, just like random shit, like casinos and seems like hella jobs. Seems like Vegas is like they make so much money there. It's crazy. But yeah, you got. I've been wanting to go to that T-Mobile Arena to go watch UFC or something. That's like pretty dope. And then the Raiders are going to Vegas too, right? Are they already out there? Moved in '07. Yeah, Vegas just seems like hella jobs. I think I had a friend too that moved to Vegas. Wanted to go work there. Had his girlfriend out there from LA to Vegas. And then he ended up coming back a couple years later. Yeah, Vegas, man, it just seems like so many different ways you can make money in Vegas, you know? And then people got money out. Whoever's going to Vegas, like vacation wise, they got money. Like, you know they got money. So as a hustler, salesperson, like when I went to Vegas, like people were just coming up to me, hey, buy these tickets, limo ride, this and that. I was like, damn, people are just like hustling out there. People trying to hand me like their mixtape. Vegas is cool, but they can like, just like Hollywood, it can chew you up, spit you out. I think it'd be easy to get lost in Vegas, man. Like just growing, I just can't imagine growing up in Vegas as a like a teenager, and then or then going into like becoming 18 and 21. Like that's insane. Like you can literally go with $10 and play on a slot machine for like 5 minutes, and then just be getting hella drinks. Like you can get drunk every day or get beer every day easily. Become cool with some people at the casinos. That's crazy, man. I just can't imagine just because like when I was growing up in LA, it's like we got beer and stuff, but it was it seems like damn, like alcohol is just you can just be drinking all day with. There's probably a way to do it, like going to a casino with $20 and just be like getting wasted all day, That's crazy. Like, and then you probably come up on a lot of free stuff, you know? Because Vegas gives out free shit all the time, dude. And then there's all these shows like concerts. It's like literally just that's crazy. Pretty dope. Dang. Yeah, Raiders. That's crazy. The freaking Raiders. Bartenders. Yeah, man. I can only imagine how much these bartenders, even like the little dealers too. I think they can be getting banked too, because you can tip them, right? I would tip them. Dang, imagine being like really good at gambling, just like hella good at poker, and just going to Vegas and just like racking it up, or just being able to like count cards and blackjack. Like you're just like some mastermind or whatever. That would be freaking. Imagine if people just living like that. But I don't know. I don't think gambling is. I don't think you ever really truly win gambling. I mean, if you make that like your career, I don't know. There's probably very few. But that's what I wanted to do when I was like in high school for a while. Fucking poker. Like we'd be all into that, betting all this money, ditching class. Yeah, hella tips. It's crazy. All right, I gotta go back to work. Catch y'all later.